my leadership philosophy is just by action. I mean, whether it's extra work or it's in the workout, just pushing other guys. I think if you do what you're supposed to do, other guys will follow because they won't have a bad example. If I go to class every day, all the offensive linemen go to class every day. And if they don't, then I make sure they know that's not right.
I mean, do you view yourself as the leader of the line? I mean,
Yeah, I think being the senior, one of the returning starting seniors, I think it's my responsibility to set the tone.
You did that when you first got here. I mean, you were a defensive tackle when you got here, but who were some of the guys you saw either on the defensive line or the offensive line?
I mean, defensive line, you had Jordan Hill, you had Daquan Jones, people like that, Pete Massaro. And offense, I mean, John Urschel, even though I wasn't on offense when he was here, I mean, just seeing his work ethic is something you want to set your standard at. So I went to offensive line, I was like, I want to be like John Urschel or something like that. Miles Diefenbach, Angelo was a great leader. He's a really understanding guy. So there's just so many of them.
what have you taken from one or two of those guys? What have you taken specifically from them?
I think Miles would probably be a sense of humor, and Ange is understanding, and Urschel would be work ethic, Jordan Hill work ethic, just always trying to hone your craft.
Ryan, have you guys set any goals or milestones as an offensive line this year? I mean, obviously the big story the last 2 years is the number of sacks that the offensive line could allow. Is there something there like, hey, this year we don't allow more than 30, or is there anything like that that you guys are trying to kind of look forward to the season with?
I don't think anything statistic-wise. We actually did this thing where we had like a list of 50 words, like adjectives, and we picked our top 5, and then they counted up everyone's top 5, and now we have a top 3.
Well, what do you mean, like adjectives describing?
Like describing words, so it might be like, right now one of our describing words is trust. And we think to describe our unit, you have to have trust. And then one of them is attitude. You have to have the attitude. You have to want to go out there and knock someone in the dirt, stuff like that. You want to have the attitude to go to work. So we've made up a list of 3 words that just describe what we think our unit needs to be this year.
Trust, attitude.
Can't remember what the third one is.
But those are the two most important.
Yeah, those are the 2 most important.